Ashes. Father lights a match in our heritage while he kneads us into Americans, hearing today about Mutanabbi Street, victim of bombs in Baghdad. Alone, I make connections between burnt books and 5 crumbling pillars in our life. A bomber shrieks, lights sky crimson. First, Shahada, unending devotion. We replace Allah with capitalism. Call Muhammad just another man, no longer God's chosen messenger. Flares begin nibbling piles of books. The second, Salat, timely prayer. We drive to the mall 5 times a day, dismiss praying as old-fashioned. Calls to pray retreat to the end of the queue. Screams of bystanders pierce air. At center, zakat, constant charity. We save to buy Versace and Gucci. Why should money from my work feed those who do not find their own? Like pillars, chapters crumble to cinders. Fourth, Psalm, cleanly fasting. On Ramadan, we drive to McDonald's, then dive into drink moments later, all hungry from a 2-hour ride. Flames flicker faint, still simmering. Last, Hajj, pilgrimage of a lifetime. We pilgrimage to an air conditioner after traversing 20 footsteps from the living room to our kitchen. Simmering stops. Shows burnt skeletons. Gathered Iraqis stoop low, collecting flakes of old Qurans in piles. For Islam in the U.S. and on Mutanabbi Street, several millennia of religion and history now lie in a bed of American and Iraqi ashes. Raphael Kong.
Born in Mountain View, his words would fade without inspiration from his friends, but he has grown much from the variety of the cultural experiences involved with the Mutanabbi Street project.
All of the poems you have heard today, both from Iraqi professional poets and poets from our school who share their views, belong to the genre commonly known as war poetry. In the days leading up to the 20th century, many poems glorified war, the most famous probably being The Charge of the Light Brigade by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Rupert Brooke also wrote a series of 5 sonnets glorifying war. But as we all know, that year marked the start of World War I, and from then on, war completed its degeneration from noble patriotism
To mud and trenches.
Waves of anti-war poetry drowned the old glory poems almost to obscurity, and by the end of World War I, the young men who felt they had lost the most important time of their life through the war christened themselves the Lost Generation. They created many exceptional literary works, in particular, Wilfred Owen's poem, Dulce et decorum est. After World War I, of course, there followed World War II, then Korea,
Then Vietnam,
and now Iraq. War poems as a genre have remained vehemently anti-war, and the glorification of combat has completely deserted the modern world.
Indeed, as Horace, the great Roman poet,
Who lived in 65 to 8 BC,
wrote,
Poets were the first teachers of mankind.
or as Horace Walpole,
a renowned British man of letters who lived from 1717 to 1791,
stated,
Poets alone are permitted
to tell the real truth, or as Percy Bysshe Shelley,
acclaimed English Romantic poet who lived from 1792 to 1822,
penned,
poets are the unacknowledged legislators of the world.
or finally, as Dunya Mikhail,
one of the modern Iraqi poets we cover today who sought asylum in America,
puts it,
poems are like x-rays.
They make you see the wound and understand it.
Once more, thanks again for watching our video, and remember,
Mutanabbi Street starts here.